Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do another read for you here real quick. Hope you're doing well. Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? Please and thank you. We've got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, so we've got a working parent, practical, somebody providing financially, challenged by the Chariot, challenged by forward momentum, a departure, in the subconscious, we've got a return, nostalgia. So there might be something in the memory banks going on in the recent past. We've got new beginnings with the Fool and the Two of Cups in the upright. So new pleasurable beginnings, unified love, marriage and connection. Beautiful. The intention and expectation is strength. These unions will be strong. They've been tested severely in the near future. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, so there'll be some hard work. A routine, a new routine. The lens is being looked through is the Sun. A rebirth, happiness in the environment. We've got the Four of Pentacles reversed. So somebody's in the environment who is greedy and stingy. They're trying to protect themselves. Hopes and fears. So they're hoping, I don't know, there's a compassionate Queen of Cups here. So, and the outcome, the result. Temperance in the upright. So there's balance and harmony. And an Ace of Cups. Again, love, proposals, marriage, unified love, marriage, connections. Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Pentacles is a chicken. Challenged by the Chariot. Challenged by a departure. Of the shining ones. Or a shining one. They're remembering the past. Nostalgia. Their vanity. We got new beginnings with the Fool and the Two of Cups in the upright. For those who aren't scholars, I guess this would be the meek, right? The meek inherit the earth or whatever. So those who aren't full of themselves, they're strong, or these unions will be strong, or are strong. Top of the line, limelight unions, strong unions, severely tested and still compassionate. There's hard work and routine, responsibility in the near future. Optimistic hard work and responsibility in the near future. There's the sun, so there's the rebirth, celebration, success. Religion. Greediness in the environment. So religion is here right next to the sun, and there's greediness in the environment. Possessiveness, stinginess, kin. It could be this religious kin. Queen of Cups is compassionate and emotionally stable. Might be invisible, like people might not know who she is, or maybe she's the hope and fear of these greedy kin, these religious people who are here surrounding this sun like white on rice, right? Their hope is to make this Queen of Cups invisible. They're here in the environment, and their hope is to, because they're greedy and stingy, their hope is to protect themselves and make this Queen of Cups invisible. She's too shiny. But balance is here. Temperance. Balance is here. And then we got survive, but it came out in the reverse. So balance is being restored. And it could be, I don't know, somebody's not going to survive it. And then there's peace. Seeing both sides of a situation and getting your compass. And the Ace of Cups. Peace. Queen of Pentacles is a chicken, and she's thinking about the work she was doing, or maybe she's doing some work. She's a working parent. She's challenged by the Chariot and the forward momentum and movement of this person who is shiny, this shiny Queen of Cups. They're challenged because they weren't able to stop the marriage of this shining one, and she's moving on. She's got the Chariot. They weren't able to stop the marriage. They're thinking about the past and their vanity. They don't want to be in the courthouse. They don't want to go to court. They want to hide what was done in a family room. They're under adjudication. It looks like the meek, those who are not academics or scholars or whatever, it's the meek. They're coming into innocent new beginnings and opportunities, new marriage contracts. It could be that this has already happened in the astral, in the spirit world. Something about unexpected income. New contracts. Strong, important contracts. Pathways are open. Main female. She's strong and she's seen as a person in the limelight. So there's going to be hard work, optimistic hard work in the near future, a new routine. High honor. The sun is here with religion and false person. So this religious person is a false person. They're very concerned right now. They're here. They're an immature man. It's a religious, immature man or woman, take it as it resonates, who is a false person. And right now they're trying to stick themselves onto this sun. They're greedy. All them and all of their kin are greedy. What? They don't want to have to work, or the work that they were doing didn't work. They want to make this Queen of Cups invisible. Yeah, they want to make this Queen of Cups privileged lady invisible. So they're working, but they're doing work trying to make her invisible, but it's not working. Balance is being restored. And then we've got survive in the reverse. Somebody, balance and harmony is being restored. Somebody doesn't expect to survive. Somebody doesn't think they're going to survive this. A mature woman. Could be this Queen of Pentacles. She doesn't think she's going to survive this. She's in bad health over this change. She's concerned about what's going to happen on the distant horizons. There could be an official person who his days of tapping into the mental body of that privileged lady are coming to an end, and he might be facing imprisonment. He's under adjudication right now for what he did regarding the house and the wealth of this main male. Who is the partner of this main female? Health. She's concerned about her health. She's trying to take care of her health. She's working to take care of her health. She's a chicken right now. She's challenged because this shining one, she wasn't able to stop the marriage of this shining one. And the Chariot is here. Forward momentum, forward movement. Yeah, they're challenged. This denial, so it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. And it came out in reverse. So this person is not acknowledging their fear. They're in denial. They weren't able to stop this marriage, which is a relationship that is for the higher good. This marriage is a relationship that is for the highest good. They're guilty and they don't want to go to court. They're remembering the good old times back, and they're thinking about, they're a vain person. They're like, oh crap, I'm vain. And, I don't know what they were doing in the family room, but they're trying to cover it up. They don't want to go to court. They're trying to hide this information. They don't want anybody to know what they did to gain health. They don't want anybody to know the work that they were doing in order to gain health, to support their vanity. They don't want anything to change. They don't want this to change. There's new beginnings, optimistic new beginnings, trust in life, blind faith, freedom for this Two of Cups. And they're coming into an unexpected income as well. They're strong, important positions in the limelight. This main female is here. There's forgiveness. There's forgiveness. Well, you know what it says. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And so to move into, you gotta let it go. You can't bring the old cycle, resentments from the old cycle, if you wish to have a successful new cycle, right? Oh, what have we got here? What I think this is I think those people who were academics, those people with the diplomas on the wall, those people who were wearing the hats and the suits, those people who were wearing the persona of importance, that came out in the reverse, right? So it could be read that these people who are coming into these two, see, they're not academics. They're not like, what, Harvard, Princeton, whatever those special politician schools are, These people aren't that. The people who are that aren't in service to others. And they're not coming into these unions. So yeah, Knight of Pentacles, hard work, routine, responsibility, optimism, high honor, and discipline. You can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. these people who are coming into unions, they have been tested, like their mental body and their drive and their willpower, right? Their willpower to push through adversity and to be successful, or to be satisfied with baby steps. If that's all that they were able to make, they pushed and they made those steps and they kept going, and they were very disciplined with their forward momentum and their strength, and they kept pushing and pushing, even though there was this adversity coming against them, trying to stop them every inch of the way, right? So even though it may have been frustrating, it's like, oh my gosh, I take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. And so it equates to like a little tiny baby step, right? But still, you kept going. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. And so over time, you wound up making forward progress, but not much. But the truth is coming out as to why there was those 3 steps back, right? So anyway, you're high honor. Yeah, these false people who are under religion. So this is the religion. Okay, let's just get this out here right now, okay? We got an immature man who is a false, come here, an immature man who's a false religious person. Or there's an immature man who's a religious person, and maybe this false other person, maybe there's more than one person. Maybe it's a feminine and a masculine, but they're under judgment here. And the sun is shining on it, so everything's being seen clearly. The kin, who this family, the toil and labor that they've been doing to try to make this Queen of Cups privileged lady invisible, it's not working. They're greedy and they're stingy, and it's not working. They're not willing to accept the things that they can't change. They're still trying and they're still fighting. They're still doing work, but it's not working. They're in grief. They want to make this privileged lady invisible. They don't possess gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and other. Their self-esteem is bruised and damaged, and this is an end to what they're doing. They're trying to make this privileged lady, Queen of Cups, invisible. They don't possess gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others, and what they're doing here is ending. It's just over. Or maybe their hope and fear, or maybe their hope was that they could flip the self-esteem of this privileged lady, Queen of Pentacles. They wanted her to be invisible. They wanted to flip her self-esteem and end her, but it's not working. They were trying to flip her self-esteem so that she wouldn't be seen, knock her out of her shine. So, yes, there's a mature woman here who's not expecting to survive the temperance energy. She's not happy about this at all. Everything happens in divine order. Be patient and stay in gratitude. You're coming into your purpose. And these ones, they're in fear because they have to surrender their need to control this. They're having some doubt and they're envious. And they regret coming against love, honesty, and peace. And basically your ability to trust. They regret coming against honesty, love, peace, and trust. Because you're courageous. And you're coming into your abundance. And balance is restored. Here with the temperance energy, balance is restored. So be patient. Everything happens in divine timing, in divine order. And we're at 25 minutes, so we'll pull from this deck real quick, get some more clarification. Again, please do whatever you must with the genders, however that works for you. Queen of Pentacles, she's a chicken. She doesn't want people to know, or she's thinking about what she's been doing to manage her health. She's thinking about the assistance maybe that this shining one received, or maybe she's in need of assistance at this time. She's challenged by the self-love of this shiny one. She's challenged because of this person's passion. The explorer, right? Into new fields of knowledge. It's time to live and learn. They don't want to go to the courthouse, trying to hide what they did in the family room. They don't want things to change. They're vain. They know they're vain. So there's new beginnings in a Two of Cups, unified love, partnerships, unexpected income, and freedom. And it could be that these academics who've been flipped upside down, or who are upside down, that whatever dark prayers they were doing, maybe they're being dominated by whatever dark prayers they were doing. Upside down prayers. They're not in service to others. Or maybe they don't pray and they're being dominated by something. Or maybe they're part of a dictatorship. They're not in service to others. They're mentally disturbed. They're being dominated right now. It could be that they're also blind, like maybe they can't telepathically communicate to anybody. So there's optimism here. There's high honor. There's a vow, right? Hard work, responsibility, discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And there's hesitation here, but this is a decision. Like, you have to decide what is it you want to do. There's hard work here. There's a new routine that needs to be established. A responsible, efficient routine that's high honor, optimistic, something that is spiritually connected to the divine. So there's all kinds of opportunities, right? I mean, there's unlimited potential. So there may be a hesitation to get started. You may be hesitating before you actually start something. Like, you may not really know what you want. And I guess the way that I think about this is like the student who goes off to college, right? And they have to figure out what their minor and their major are. And it's like all that decision. And then you get halfway through and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. And it's like, so there's this thing. So you got to write it all out, and you got to make a plan, right? Whoa. You can't just think about it, because if you think about it, then you're going to start spinning. You actually have to put it down on paper. So somebody's here, these false people who are this immature man and potentially a woman are false people. They're in the religious thing. They're under judgment here. They don't want to be rejected by the son. There's a rebirth happening, and they don't want to be rejected. They don't want to go through withdrawals. They don't want to quit. They're greedy, they're possessive. This whole kin, this whole family, this whole false people family. They're not willing to accept this marriage. They're working hard, but the work they're doing isn't working. They're unwilling to accept this marriage. They want to rob it. And justice is going to be served on these third wheel parties, because there's evidence. And this privileged lady, Queen of Cups, that they want to make invisible and flip her self-esteem upside down. They want to take her gifts from her, her ability to her gifts of the soul that benefit herself and others. They want to put an end to those gifts. They want to put an end to her merit making. And so they're here in the environment working right now, and nothing that they're doing is working. But they're working against this marriage, trying to steal the benefits and the gifts, and justice is being served in the environment right now. They don't get the gift. Balance is restored. This mature woman doesn't think she's going to survive this. She's not happy at all. She's not happy, and she's stressed out. There is some good news about an idea that a collaboration had regarding a nightmare that was put off onto a sweetheart. And the promise is going to be made. They're calm, and they're coming into their home, their forevermore, or their real estate, their mega project. These people are apologizing now because it was all an illusion. It was all a fantasy. And they're being separated from their sweet dreams. Or they're separated from you, which brings you sweet dreams. And you're A-okay. They were persuaded and took bribes to come against you, but you're okay. They bullied you, but you were able to maintain your inner peace through it all. And now they're frightened and confined, and they have to deal with the conflict that they gave you. They're frightened because now they're dealing with the conflict that they tried to give you, and they're confined to homelessness. And they're blind, which means maybe they don't have their telepathic or psychic abilities anymore. And it could be that they're coaching, they're teaching people how to do shady stuff is going to be stopped. And this is a time of good fortune right now, foreseen. Pretty soon, it'll be time to go celebrate. Those whose profession was to bring curses against you. This is the end. This is in order to gain. They were bringing curses against you in order to gain your vitality and stuff. They're going to be experiencing a loss and sorrow. They're bound to the commitments that they made in these rituals. They're trying to seek some sort of a compromise. They know what they did. They know what they're bound to. And they're like, oh no, how can we compromise, because they're ill. I guess maybe it was all in their imagination. Their friends and the alliances they thought they had, that was just a fantasy. I don't know. But you persevered. You persevered through all of it, and you earned merit at the same time. Okay? And you're ready. You're ready to move on. With that, I'm going to shut this one off, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody.